Debora. I'm 30 years old. I'm from São Paulo. And I have been teaching English for 12 years. But I have worked with other jobs too, like translation and copywriting. But for the past 3 years, I've had an interest in the third sector, so volunteering work, and I have started with volunteering work here at Atados, which is a platform, an online platform that connects volunteers with NGOs. So people always want to do something different, like, okay, there are so many problems in the world, how can I help it? So what kind of organizations can I contact with in order to develop a project? And then I met Atados and started to volunteer with them. I volunteered during 2 years, and then I met Abraço Cultural. It was 2 years ago, and I started at Abraço. My relationship with Abraço started as a student. I decided to study Arabic, and so I started as a student for 1 year and a half, and then as I knew all the people that worked at Abraço, the teachers, I was really involved with the project, not only studying Arabic, but also with the project itself. So there was a job position for English coordinator, and then I applied, but people knew me too, and then that's how I started working at Abraço. So not only me, but the other coordinator too. We select and we hire new teachers for English, Spanish, Arabic, and French. And all these teachers, they need to be refugees or migrants that are in a vulnerable situation. And as we know, Brazil has received lots of refugees, and all of these people, they face lots of problems. Prejudice, because they are coming from countries that people don't often have contact with. So they come from Africa, they come from Arabic countries, mainly Syria, and they have lots of difficulties to find a job here in Brazil. And that's the goal, that's the reason of Abraço. So we need to, we try to give opportunity of income and social relationship with the Brazilian society for these refugees. So in our pedagogic coordination, we are responsible for finding these people, building a training with them, a training so they can become teachers, because some of them are teachers, but some of them aren't. So they were administrators, they were worked with tourism or students of law. So we have people from different countries, but also with different backgrounds. So we need to train these people so they can become or start to become a teacher. And we follow these teachers during the whole year. We participate in their classes, we deal with the students, we help them to prepare activities. We also write the materials, because Abraço doesn't use any material from publishers like main important publishers, because all of these books, they do not talk about the culture of our teachers, and their culture is really important for us, not only in the classroom but in the material we use as well. So we write English, Spanish, French materials, but focusing on their cultures. like the Arabic or African or sometimes Latin America for the Spanish, for example. Content aspects could be simple things just like the name of the people, the name of the characters of the book, but also some references like texts or information about a country. It's not going to be about England, for example. It's going to be about Nigeria, which has English as a first official language, but we don't often find information about this country in English material for second language. I think not only my relationship with Abraço, but volunteering itself, we think that we are helping people, but most of the times they are helping us. So it helps us to break some ideas that we have, not only about the world and other cultures, but also about simple things that we complain in every day. Oh, this work is really bad, or this relationship I have with my family, or oh, my neighbor, and we complain about so small things. They had to leave their countries and start a new life, learn a new language, and start a new job. So really big changes in our lives, and they're not complaining about it. We see that we are privileged. We have privileges in our life. So, and something else is, I think we learn how to respect more the difference between people, because we have here a multicultural team. We have 13 teachers, and they are from different countries. They have different behaviors, different points of view about many things in life, and we start to learn to respect these differences, to see, okay, you are different from me, I can respect you, you can respect my opinion, and then we can live or work or deal well. We don't need to fight of it. For me, to know that my knowledge, the knowledge of the things I've studied or worked with, can help other people, it's something that really fulfills me, because I've been working with languages for a long time, and I know that this can change a person's life. So I think this is what gives joy to my heart, to know, okay, this knowledge that I'm sharing with this person can make a big difference in their lives. I want to feel that my life here worth it for a bigger reason than only living my life. I want to say, okay, I did something that made a difference, and could be big or small, could be just for one person, but okay, I did something that was important for someone. I guess, sometimes we think that to do something to help or change any situation, we need to do something really big, like create a big project that motivate or engage lots of people. But sometimes small actions, they count too. So, for example, you traveling to hear those stories and to share those stories, I think this is a great step. This is a big step, and My advice, I think first of all you need to open your heart and your mind to listen to others, because when you listen to others you see how you can help this person or this group or a community or even a country. Because if we are not open, even if you say, okay, I'm doing some volunteer work because I want to feel better with myself, or I wanted to put in my CV and it's gonna look good. But if you go and your mind and your heart is not open, you won't make any difference. You have a volunteer work and that's all. Probably you won't have an interest in continue this job, or it won't make any difference in your life or this NGO or people that you related with. So my advice would be have an open heart and an open mind and open ears too, because listening to people is really important when you want to change something. Education.
Yes. Okay. Short, clear.
I guess it can change everything. It can change politics, it can change health problems. Education is something really big. Having only access is not enough, because if not, it's not a good education, it's not worthy. I say education with all the range of activities we can work with education, but I guess this is something that lacks mainly in Brazil. People don't recognize the importance of education, but I think in many parts of the world too, and I mean education to all its possibilities. I guess something that I think is important is every action counts, and every person is important, and sometimes we want to do something really big, and it's more simple than we think. I think it's easier, but we think it's something so big and so impossible, and it's not. So small steps each day can lead to big differences.